Hello everyone, it's your boy, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, I just want to talk about Warframe. I know, shocking. On this glorious Tuesday afternoon, morning, night, I don't know man, time zones are friggin' weird. Is Warframe your favorite game? The one and only. Warframe has been going, oh god, for about, what, like 9 years now? And at this point, I can say it's my personal favorite game just because, like, no shit, I've played the game for like 7 years. I'm a full-time content creator for it. Naturally, I can safely say, guys, Warframe is 100% my favorite game. But is it your favorite game? I assume for a lot of people, Warframe is kind of like one of those MMO open world type games where they join in, play for like a good chunk of time, and then stop playing for like a straight year or two because there's just so much to do in Warframe. There's so much you don't need to do. And then after a while, people get bored. So they want to wait for even more Warframe updates, right? Therefore, they play for a month or two on, and then they take like a year or two's break. Fair enough, fair enough. Warframe is one of those odd games where the update cycle is pretty constant. So that's at least good. But there isn't a ton of update for people who've been waiting, right? People like myself. If you're up to date on everything in Warframe, each like little update isn't like a massive amount of stuff. It's more so like the year worth of updates that has accumulated if you stop playing is like a decent chunk of stuff, but Warframe itself doesn't have constant game-changing, worth checking out updates for those more casual players that play like once a month every year, right? That's why I think it's always fair if people check out Warframe and then they stop playing after a little bit because they, you know, they catch up. Oh no, everyone's just running their Khora Primes here today. You know, to those people, probably Warframe isn't their favorite game. It's probably a game they enjoy. But to people like me, naturally, it is my favorite. The annoying thing is, for Warframe, I think the thing keeping it from being a lot of players' like favorite go-to fun game is the fact that once you once you farm everything, there's no like real reason to keep going. There's not a ton of reason to keep going in Warframe once you've had your fun, right? Because the game just kind of makes you realize that you have to do whatever you want to do for the game. There's no straight objective in the game once you're done the story. There's no competitive PvE. There's no competitive PvP. There's zero competitive nature, right? Like Warframe is a for fun killing machine type of game. Like this is an anarchy game, okay? There's literally no competitive to this, right? Technically, Warframe has goddamn leaderboards. I wanted to see if I could pop them up here, but I couldn't. Technically, Warframe does have leaderboards, okay? They have leaderboards, they have achievements, things that pretty much every normal game would pretty much have, right? And then you got stats. The issue is just nobody cares about the leaderboards. Nobody cares about the achievements, so the leaderboard stats, those aren't really an endgame thing to chase, right? Warframe, we just be chillin'. We just be chillin'. And it's just one of those games where no matter what you do, you're just trying to have a good time. So, hey, that's why I think right now, Warframe, it's a favorite amongst the people. But people just have a hard time sticking with Warframe, right? Especially if you're a newer player. Let me know if you're a newer player, because there's a lot of them this year, especially because TennoCon just happened. A lot of new players being brought into Warframe, and it seems like whenever that happens at TennoCon, a bunch of people like check it out, they play for a little bit, and then they just stop playing after they realize, oh, it's a fun, chill game, but there's no like competitive push. There's nothing that pushes you towards going forward, right? For long-term players, we gotta collect it all. We gotta Pokemon this shit. We gotta get all the loot, all the Warframes, all the weapons, etc. A lot of people just don't care to do that, which is fair. It's a huge pain in the ass in Warframe, and they even went out of their way in Warframe to make sure that certain weapons are a lot harder to farm than others, because some things just have like an incredibly tiny drop rate. So I mean, like, yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But hey, at least Warframe is going to be picked up by people here and there, right? They'll check it out. Maybe it'll become their favorite game. Maybe it won't. But for now, there's a lot of glyphs in the game too. The leaderboards, right? This is the leaderboards. If Warframe is wanting to keep people in the game, you would think they do more leaderboard stuff. Weekly, Earth, blah. But these leaderboards don't matter. They don't fucking matter. There's a leaderboard for like literally everything, as crazy as this looks, archived ones, but they just don't matter. So yeah, either way, Warframe, you just gotta remember, it's a chill for fun type of game. There's no competitive edge to it, and that's fun. So it'll probably stay mine and others' favorite game, you know? But for a lot of people, it'll just be a game they play casually, check out here and there, you know, etc. Take a look at. Either way, I just very casually wanted to make a small video wanting to know if Warframe is your favorite game. As there's a lot of games I want to play. I want to go back to Genshin Impact, and I just want to play a lot of other games. So, let me know. I'm just chilling today. I'm a sleepy potato, so yeah, peace.